You are in the CNN newsroom. I'm Wolf Blitzer in Washington. We're following the breaking news up on Capitol Hill right now. House Republicans have been grilling the Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland. That's about to continue. Merrick Garland is being asked about supposedly spreading baseless conspiracy theories that have been going on. The Justice Department is using alleged lawfare. This is what Republicans are arguing, to target the former president of the United States, Donald Trump. And moments ago, Merrick Garland went on the offense, attacking the GOP for promoting these lies and undermining the justice system. Listen.
These repeated attacks on the Justice Department are unprecedented and they are unfounded. These attacks have not and they will not influence our decision making. I will not be intimidated, and the Justice Department will not be intimidated. We will continue to do our jobs free from political influence, and we will not back down from defending democracy.
The Attorney General Merrick Garland also strongly defended the justice system as a foundation of American democracy, vowing to protect its integrity and independence.
As Attorney General, I will continue to forcefully defend the independence of the Justice Department from improper influence or interference of any kind. And I will continue to fiercely protect the integrity of our criminal investigations. Nothing will deter me from fulfilling my obligation to uphold the rule of law. Fulfilling that obligation includes ensuring that the Justice Department respects Congress's important role in our democracy.
The hearing's on a break right now. We'll resume our coverage as soon as the members come back into that hearing room, the House Judiciary Committee. I want to bring in our congressional correspondent, Lauren Fox. She's standing by up on Capitol Hill, and CNN senior crime and justice reporter, Caitlin Polantz. She's live with me here in the CNN newsroom. Let me start with you, Lauren. You're there on Capitol Hill. We just heard some powerful words from the Attorney General. Set the scene for us. What's going on?
Yeah, so right now they are in just a short break so that members can go and vote. But one thing that has been happening inside of that room is already you're starting to see some fireworks, Wolf. One of the first questioners, Matt Gaetz, was trying to get Merrick Garland to comment on what has been state prosecutions in New York, in Georgia. And repeatedly, what you heard from the Attorney General is that those are cases that the Justice Department is not involved in, has no influence in, and that is a trend that I expect is going to continue from Republicans in the hours ahead. Meanwhile, on the Democratic side, you have members trying to set the stage for the fact that it is not just Donald Trump, who is facing criminal charges both under the Department of Justice and in some of those state cases, but also some Democrats. In fact, Steve Cohen, a Democrat from Tennessee, laid out the fact that Hunter Biden is on trial right now. There's also talking about the prosecutions of Bob Menendez, Henry Cuellar. He said that if the Justice Department was not fair, you would not see Democrats facing some of those charges. So a really interesting juxtaposition right now. I did ask one Democrat coming out of the room just a few minutes ago, Representative Pramila Jayapal, what she thought so far of Garland's performance. Here's what she said. Have anything to do with state prosecution?
Be clear about what he's doing. You know, I think in these hearings they harangue witnesses, and it doesn't really matter what the witness says. But I think our side has a chance to continually recharacterize and make it clear. But yes, I think he's doing a good job.
And Wolf, we should just note, this is a general oversight hearing, so there is a myriad of issues that we expect could come up. In fact, you heard one congressman in the room, McClintock, he was asking more about immigration. I mean, this is really a wide range of topics that we expect are going to come up in the hours ahead. Wolf?
Lauren Fox, I want you to stand by up on Capitol Hill. We're watching all the drama unfold. Caitlin Polantz is with me here in the CNN newsroom right now. As you know, Caitlin, the Attorney General addressed the bogus allegation that the Justice Department was totally behind what the Manhattan District Attorney did in prosecuting the former President Donald Trump, and his response was strong.
It was indeed. So Congressman Matt Gaetz specifically was pressing for answers on that and saying to Garland there must have been coordination somehow. And Garland says, not mincing words, we do not control the Manhattan District Attorney. They make their own decisions. They're completely independent. It is true that the Justice Department investigated some of the business dealings of Donald Trump, chose not to bring the campaign finance case ultimately. And then the Manhattan DA, they went and are operating separately, even though they employ someone that at one time was part of the Justice Department. Merrick Garland is not allowing this to have any daylight at all. Yeah. This is a separate case, very different than the federal prosecutions he is protecting, and this is something that Garland is quite unhappy about. He's unhappy that this misleading information is out there and other misleading information. Here's a little bit more about what he is pushing back on against House Republicans today.
This effort is only the most recent in a long line of attacks on the Justice Department's work. It comes alongside threats to defund particular department investigations, most recently the special counsel's prosecution of the former president. It comes alongside false claims that a jury verdict in a state trial brought by a local district attorney was somehow controlled by the Justice Department. That conspiracy theory is an attack on the judicial process itself.
So, Wolf, while this hearing is largely about, or supposed to be about, the contempt proceeding Republicans want to bring against Merrick Garland related to his handling of the investigation of Joe Biden and the interview there where there's an audio recording that isn't being released.
The classified documents case.
Yes, that resulted in no charges. Much of the broader conversation is about misleading information, conspiracy theories that are being spread primarily by Donald Trump, somebody that is being prosecuted by the Justice Department. So a lot there for both Garland to push back on and for House Republicans to question him about.
Important points, Caitlin Pullman. Thanks very much.